Hi beautiful souls, welcome back to the channel. If you've ever wondered whether the law of attraction is more than just wishful thinking, or if it's truly capable of bringing real, lasting joy and happiness into your life, you're in the right place. Today, we're going deep. Deeper than surface-level affirmations or vague, positive vibes. We're talking about the law of attraction as a universal construct, a built-in principle of the universe designed to align you with well-being, joy, and your highest potential. This isn't just about getting what you want. This is about becoming who you really are. And to guide us, we're pulling wisdom from four of the most powerful metaphysical and mindset teachers of our time, Abraham Hicks and Neville Goddard and Seth, channeled by Jane Roberts, and Napoleon Hill. We'll also look at real-life stories and experiences that show how this law isn't just real, it's repeatable. So let's dive into 3 reasons why the law of attraction isn't just helpful, it's foundational to living a consistently joyful and aligned life. Reason number 1. You are a vibrational being in a vibrational universe. Let's begin with the core truth. You are energy. You are vibration. And so is everything else. Abraham Hicks teaches that the law of attraction responds not to your words, but to your vibration, your dominant emotional frequency. In their words, that which is like unto itself is drawn. So if you're vibrating joy, you'll attract more experiences that match joy. If you're vibrating worry or fear, you pull in more situations that echo those feelings. It's not punishment. It's resonance. Think of a tuning fork. Strike one fork and place it near another. The second one will start vibrating too, without being touched. That's resonance. That's how energy works. The universe is like a mirror, reflecting back the dominant frequency you're emitting. Neville Goddard's perspective. Neville Goddard said, assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled. He taught that your imagination creates reality, that you're not waiting for the world to give you evidence before you feel better. You feel better first, and then the world rearranges itself to match your inner state. When you live from the state of already having joy, love, or abundance, you send out a signal that reality begins to respond to. Neville wasn't being poetic. He meant it literally. Real-world example. Jim Carrey. Before becoming a superstar, Jim Carrey used to visualize himself being a successful actor every single day. He even wrote himself a check for $10 million and carried it around in his wallet. Years later, he received that exact amount for his role in Dumb and Dumber. He wasn't chasing success. He aligned with the version of him who already had it. And the universe had to match his vibration. Seth's teaching. Seth, channeled by Jane Roberts, explained it like this: you create your own reality. There is no other rule. Seth emphasized the power of belief, imagination, and intent. According to Seth, the universe is not random. It is malleable, responsive, and always interacting with your thoughts and emotions. This means your reality is not fixed, it's fluid. You're not just living in the world. You're co-authoring it. Napoleon Hill's reinforcement. Napoleon Hill wrote in Think and Grow Rich, whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Hill studied hundreds of successful people and discovered that belief, emotionalized desire, and persistence formed the foundation of every breakthrough. What does that tell us? That the law of attraction isn't woo-woo. It's been the undercurrent of success, creation, and joy for decades, practiced by visionaries, leaders, and artists long before the term was popular. Reason number 2. You are always creating. Whether you realize it or not, one of the most powerful and overlooked aspects of the law of attraction is this: it's always working. Whether you're conscious of it or not, you're attracting. You're not switching it on when you feel inspired and off when you're discouraged. Every thought, every emotion, every story you tell yourself, it's all part of the vibrational signal you're broadcasting to the universe. And the universe? It's always responding. Abraham Hicks on conscious creation. Abraham says, you are a creator, and you create with your thoughts. What you think about activates a vibration. Law of attraction responds to that vibration. The law is unbiased. It doesn't judge your desire. It doesn't say, oh, she's not ready yet. It just says, yes, yes to what you focus on. Yes to what you feel most often. Yes to your dominant energy. So, the question becomes, what are you saying yes to with your thoughts? Are you aligning with joy and possibility, or replaying stories of fear, lack, and limitation? Real-world example. The unlucky pattern. Ever met someone who says, "Nothing ever works out for me," and somehow, it doesn't? Their car breaks down. Their dates ghost them. They always seem one step behind. That's not bad luck. That's a dominant vibration. The stories we repeat become the invitations we send to the universe. But here's the good news. You can change your story at any moment. Neville Goddard and revision. Neville Goddard taught a technique called revision, where you mentally rewrite past events to align with a new emotional truth. Say you had an argument with someone. Instead of reliving it, you visualize a peaceful resolution. You see them smiling. You hear kind words. You feel peace. This isn't denial, it's vibrational recalibration. And it works. Why? Because your subconscious doesn't know the difference between memory and imagination. Both create vibration. Both attract reality. Seth on the present moment. Seth taught that the present moment is the point of power. Not the past. Not the future. Everything you're attracting is based on what you're thinking, believing, and feeling right now. So if you want to create a joyful life, you don't need to undo the past. You simply need to change what you're offering vibrationally in the now. Napoleon Hill's Persistence. Hill emphasized autosuggestion, the practice of feeding your mind with intentional thoughts and beliefs until they become dominant. He knew that the mind was a magnet, a broadcasting station. He wrote, "Set your mind on a definite goal and observe how quickly the world stands aside to let you pass." What does that sound like? Law of attraction in motion. Reason number 3. Joy and happiness are your natural set point. Let's talk about the most beautiful truth of all. Joy is not the result of manifestation, it's the cause. Abraham Hicks says, "You don't want money, you want the feeling of freedom. You don't want a relationship, you want the feeling of love." In other words, it's not the thing you're after. It's the vibration. And when you feel the feeling first, the thing comes naturally. This is why consistent joy and happiness are not only possible, they're essential. Because when you feel good, you're in alignment with your source, with your higher self, with your vortex. Real-world example. The letting go moment. Have you ever noticed that things finally show up the moment you stop obsessing? That's because letting go brings you back to your natural state of trust, presence, and flow. One woman I know tried for years to get a book deal. She pitched. She edited. She hustled. Nothing. Then she gave up. But not in defeat, in surrender. She decided to write just for the joy of it again. And 2 months later, a publisher reached out after finding one of her blogs. That's alignment. That's joy attracting results. Seth on Inner Reality. Seth said, "The self is not limited. Your joy, your vitality, your creativity, these are the natural byproducts of knowing who you are. You don't have to earn happiness. You are happiness." The more you remove limiting beliefs and tune into that truth, the more naturally joy begins to arise. Napoleon Hill on Burning Desire. Hill spoke of burning desire, not desperate need, but passionate alignment. When you're inspired by a purpose, when you move toward it with enthusiasm, you're in a high vibrational state. You radiate. You magnetize. He called this definiteness of purpose. Today, we might call it alignment. Abraham on Following the Feeling. Abraham teaches that your emotions are guidance. If it feels good, you're aligned with your source. If it feels bad, you're believing something your inner being doesn't agree with. So the entire journey becomes about feeling better, not about getting stuff. The stuff will come. The joy is the point. Final thoughts. You were meant to feel good, so let's wrap this up, beautiful soul. The law of attraction is not a trend. It's not a trick. It's not about scripting a mansion into existence, though you can. It's about returning to your true nature as a powerful, vibrational creator. It's about recognizing that the universe is alive, intelligent, and responsive. It's about understanding that your thoughts are electric, your emotions are magnetic, and together, they shape your life. So here's your gentle invitation. Start with joy. Lead with belief. Live from the vibration of what you want. Because when you do, the law of attraction doesn't just bring you things, it brings you home to yourself. To your essence. To your source. And that, beautiful soul, is the most joyful life of all. If this message resonated with you, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone you love. Comment below. What are you calling into your life right now? What version of you are you becoming? Until next time, keep aligning, keep trusting, and remember, joy is your birthright, and the universe is always, always responding.